Angelica Sanchez and I come from Mexico. I'm a business major with an economics minor. I'm a sophomore and I'm also on the golf team.
Great, thanks Angelica. Can you tell me about what your expectations were before you came to Oglethorpe and how those might have changed now that you're here?
So during my whole application process, I was scared of not being able to do enough work for classes, so I thought I would just get really bad grades for all of them. But once I got here, I realized that there's so many people willing to help you. Professors want you to do good in class, so that's what changed my whole mindset about coming for college to the U.S.
Great, thanks. And can you tell me about something you've learned about yourself now that you've been here at Oglethorpe and immersed in a new culture?
I learned that I can be very independent. So when I was home, I knew my parents would be back at my house just taking care of me the whole day basically. And when I came here, I still rely on a lot of people just because I'm a very social person, but at the same time, I know that when it comes to making a personal decision, I can only rely on myself, and that's been working for the past year and a half since I've been here.
Great. And if you can tell me about your experience, what are some of the benefits of learning in another country or another culture? What are some of the things you've experienced that are benefits?
Definitely, I learned how to appreciate more my own culture since I came here. Everything from the food to the way people think and people how they dress, how they live their daily lives is different. So I learned how to love both cultures just because when I get here, I adapt really well and I like how the lifestyle is here. But then when I go home, I can also adapt just because I know my roots better. So I guess, yeah, I like both cultures now.
Great. Thank you, Angelica.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Destini Osby. I'm an international studies major, and this past summer I studied abroad at the Technical University in Dortmund, Germany.
Great, thanks Destiny. Can you tell me about what some of your expectations were before you studied abroad and what might have changed once you were abroad?
Well, I actually expected to be very nervous since I was unsure and not aware of my surroundings all the time, but I found that as soon as I got to Germany, I was greeted by a long-term friend, and with her support as well as the support of the program coordinators and the students that go to Dortmund, I found that it was much easier to acclimate to being in another country than I had assumed it would be. And even the citizens within the city of Dortmund were always eager to help give me directions or answer any questions that I had.
Great. Tell me something that you learned about yourself through your study abroad.
I learned that I have a great deal more self-confidence and perseverance than I ever thought that I had prior to studying abroad. I'd never been out of the country, and of course, I'd never been out of the country by myself. I think that studying abroad encourages students to gain a sort of self-awareness that makes them more confident in the decisions that they make for themselves, which are essential when you're studying abroad.
All right. And from your experience, what are some of the benefits of learning in another culture or being immersed in another culture?
I think that students are able to learn more about themselves and more about their own national or cultural identities from studying in another culture. In particular, I learned more about my own country from studying about American history from a German or a European perspective. So I think that students are able to gain a more worldview of their country as opposed to just the view that they had before they left home.
Great. Anything else you want to share with us about your study abroad, Destiny?
Germany, if you didn't know, is known for soccer, and I encourage students, if they do study abroad in Germany, to visit the Borussia Dortmund soccer stadium, as well as if you get a chance, go down and check out Bayern Munich.
All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is Isabel. I am from Honduras, and I came to the U.S. to pursue a degree in Business Administration and Public Health concentration at Oglethorpe.
Great, thanks Isabel. Can you tell me what a few expectations that you had when you came to the U.S. and how those expectations may have changed once you were here?
Yeah, so at first I was really excited, but at the same time I was really scared since I was coming from a small community and I didn't know what to expect. And leaving my family behind was a really big step for me. But Oglethorpe community was really welcoming. My staff, my teachers were always there for me for everything. And also, since Oglethorpe is a small campus, I got to know a lot of people that have become family to me.
Great, thanks. And then if you had to think about your experience, how has Oglethorpe been helpful to you, or what are ways that you think Oglethorpe could be helpful to international students?
Yeah, so I think Oglethorpe has a lot of opportunities to help international students succeed here. One of them is the teachers and staff. My advisor is always there to help me plan my career. And also Oglethorpe offers a lot of clubs, so you always get to meet new people with similar interests through them.
Great. And then from your experience, what are some of the benefits that you've had with learning in a new country or immersing yourself in a new culture?
Yeah, so definitely one, I became more independent because I don't have my family here. So, and the other thing is that it opened the door for a lot of opportunities, especially for my career.
Great.
Hi, I'm Nichole Reid, and I major in history and my minor is art history. And the summer of 2018, I studied in Rome for 5 weeks, and it was absolutely gorgeous, and I miss it dearly, and I highly recommend it.
Awesome. Thanks, Nichole. So Nichole, what were some of the reasons that you chose the particular program that you did to go to Rome?
I chose to do Go Rome with Lead Abroad because Dr. Collins was really pushing me to do that as I was taking all of his classes, and we were talking about all these great ancient Roman architectures, and then him talking about how he was going to be in Rome and talking about the Vatican, and I was like, I have to go. So I kind of pressured my mom and everybody in my family to support me into going. And it was if you want to learn something about history, then you kind of have to start with Rome.
Fantastic. So what is something that you think you learned about yourself through the study abroad program?
I'm really an introvert, so I kind of learned how to get out of my shell when I went to Rome, because I had to become friends with over 100 girls, and we had classes together, we ate together, we went to the city together, and just trying to trust other people that I didn't know quite well. So I had 2 roommates, and so trying to get to know them, and the first 45 minutes that we're there, it's just what are we supposed to do? So you kind of have to get out of your shell, and so it helped me grow, I think, definitely.
Fantastic. And then from your experience, what are some of the benefits of learning in another country or in being immersed in another culture?
I think it teaches you acceptance. You have to set aside any cultural differences that you may encounter and just accept that that's the way they are over there. There's no ice. I don't know what that, learning that there was no ice to keep the drinks cold was a really big thing for me, because I'm from the South and we have sweet tea and it comes with ice, and just getting past that, or learning how to act at a restaurant, or just learning how to ask for directions and learning that it's okay to get lost and you'll be fine. And it's really about finding out who you are while being in this new country surrounded by people who don't always speak English, and that's okay.
Great. Thanks so much, Nichole.